Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Liam Neeson thriller Cold Pursuit. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over at Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Yes, Cold Pursuit. Let me just start off by saying that, yes, I am a big Liam Neeson fan, and I was a big fan of the trailer. And I kind of expected like a, revenge plot involving the death of his son from some drug dealers, and that's everything they showed in the trailer. What we get is definitely that and a lot more. It's an interesting movie. If I'm gonna draw some comparisons, I like to do that. It's like somebody binge watched a couple seasons of Fargo on FX, but did it in a style of Wes Anderson. Let that sink in for just a minute. Yes, pretty much that's what this movie is. It's entertaining, okay? It is very entertaining. It's not particularly well filmed, I'll put it that way. It is good in a sense of kind of, leave your brain at the door, but you want to be entertained in a morbid kind of way. It is actually, for those who have a darker sense of humor, it's one of those kind of films. It definitely has its moments. It's well acted. I actually did enjoy it. At first, the main bad guy of the piece I was not really on board with. And then I started realizing something. The film is kind of poking fun at itself and not taking itself too seriously. It is a bit of a satire. It's dark comedy elements thrown in there. You could tell that he was going for something. And while I don't feel he succeeded in most, in the best way, it makes for an interesting 2-hour film. And I laughed a few times, and several people laughed. And I think those were definitely moments that were intended laughs. They weren't, unexpected laughs. So yeah, it's interesting. It's Liam Neeson. While he does play, you kind of expect him to play that role of from Taken and other, Walk Among Tombstones, those kind of roles. While that's there, for the mostly first half of the movie, the second half is a lot more to it. It's a lot more intrigue. There's a lot going on. There's some moving parts. And it's entertaining, and it ends actually on a very humorous note, which kind of puts an exclamation point on what you've just been watching for 2 hours. Is it like a great film? No, it's not. But it's fun. It is something that, if you do have that darker sense of humor, you are going to appreciate it. I mean, there's a lot to like there. I think it's something not for everybody. And if you're going in expecting a Liam Neeson kick-ass, take names kind of thing, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you want something a little bit different and just a little morbid, and it's definitely something you should check out. There are a few plot connections that don't quite make sense, and I think a better or more experienced writer or filmmaker might have been able to connect those together a little better. Most of those problems happen in the first half of the film. We don't really get to know our characters. I mean, it's like it's almost like you put them from 0 to 60, and there's a lot of missing in between pieces there. But it's not it's not one of those movies that has to necessarily connect every single dot, but a couple would have been nice. So my overall recommendation is this is pretty much a 7 out of 10. It's entertaining. It's Liam Neeson. Well, he's great in it. I think a lot of the action around him and a lot of the story around him really elevate the movie, beyond what he can bring to the screen. He's still good, but it's a more subdued Liam Neeson in this instance. But I think it's worth checking out. So please leave your comments below if you're going to check out Cold Pursuit, which I still think is a terrible title. But please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.